Crown Jewel is the latest edition of WWE shows in Saudi Arabia, the first such taking place since the pandemic. This show had some of the biggest matches. This is Wrestling Hub, and in this video we'll talk about the news and results from Crown Jewel. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. For some odd reason, the SmackDown Tag Team titles were not on the line when the Usos faced the Hurt Business on the kickoff. The Hurt Business had the domination early on as they hit a double team knee on Jey Uso to isolate him in their corner. The Usos were heavy favorites in the match early on. Jey reversed a superplex and got out of it, only to eat a spinebuster with Shelton isolating him once again. And Enziguri allowed Jey to tag Jimmy in, who came off the hot tag to take out everyone and hit the modified Samoan drop. Cedric and Shelton worked together to hit Jimmy with the knee and the brainbuster. Jey grabbed Cedric's leg and Jimmy took him out, but Shelton hit him with the Olympic Slam, forcing Jey to break up the pinfall. Shelton hit Jimmy with the pay dirt and went for a powerbomb. Jimmy and Jey took out Shelton with the double super kicks and did the same to Alexander. Jey connected with the Uso splash, giving them the win, as the Hurt Business were defeated by the Usos. Seth was dominating early on in the match, but Edge hung him up on the top rope and took the advantage. Edge sent Seth flying into the steel, avoiding the dive. He then rubbed Rollins' face against the cage, inflicting punishment. Edge brought out steel chairs and hit him with the DDT. Edge is playing with the steel chair rod backfired as Rollins took it from him and tried to poke Edge's eye out. Edge sent Seth into the corner and hit him with a running spear. Rollins hit him with multiple chair shots and then tried the concerto, but Edge reversed and Rollins hit him in the eye with the chair part instead, then using the frog splash for a near fall. Rollins hit Edge with the unprettier Christian's move, but Edge kicked out. Edge pushed Rollins off the top rope into the cell and through the table. Edge continued by hitting the Edge-o-matic on the steel steps. Rollins hit the pedigree after the super kick, nearly getting the win, but Edge hit Seth with the buckle bomb and the spear for a near fall. Seth set up another table and dropped the ladder on Edge. Seth and Edge fought on top of the ladder, but Seth hit Edge with a sunset flip powerbomb through the table. Seth tied a chain around his boot and hit Edge with a super kick. He went for the curb stomp on top of a chair, but Edge hit a low blow with the chair and then a super kick. He then put the chain around Rollins' face and locked in the crossface. He let him go and put him on a chair and hit the stomp on the chair, finishing it as Edge defeats Seth Rollins. Mansoor and Ali managed to rile the crowd up after that incredible match, with Mansoor looking fantastic in front of his home crowd. Mansoor fought back, hitting move after move, dominating Ali for the most part, nearly getting the win with the moonsault. Ali locked in the Koji clutch and got to the bottom rope. He hit his finisher and got the win as Mansoor defeated Ali. Ali attacked Mansoor from behind, but someone in a Middle Eastern costume came out. It was Tarej Hamedi, the karateka from Saudi Arabia who won silver at the Tokyo Olympics. Riddle came in on a camel, much to Orton's irritation. They looked good early on, dominating. The moment Omos came in, things changed, with them taking control of the match, beating up Riddle until there was no option for the wrestler but to tag Randy. He then proceeded to beat up Orton as he dominated, towering over everyone. Styles came in and dominated as well, putting the pressure on Randy. Riddle finally got tagged in. He punished Styles with move after move, hitting him with the Broton and the knees. Styles had a Pele kick, but Riddle reversed the Styles clash with a knee. Randy came in and hit the power slam after knocking Omos off the ropes. He was not able to hit the hanging DDT thanks to Omos. AJ went for the phenomenal forearm but fell directly into the RKO. He tags Riddle and hits the floating bro as Randy Orton and Riddle defeated AJ Styles and Omos. Doudrop pushed Zelina down, but Vega took her out with strikes. She got caught and then taken down. Vega hit the Tornado DDT and looked like she could dominate. Vega and Doudrop both competed, looking for an opening, but with more time wearing on it was Zelina's match, as Doudrop missed the cannonball. Doudrop missed a splash and Zelina hit the code red to win the match, as Zelina Vega defeated Doudrop to win the Queen's Crown tournament. The bout between Lashley and Goldberg was changed to have no disqualifications and allow falls to count anywhere, as the WCW legend looked to not only beat the former WWE champion but dismantle him completely. Goldberg hit his signature spear and jackhammer in the middle of the ring but decided to take things to the outside. Despite help from the Hurt Business, he was able to put Lashley through a table off the ramp with a spear, which allowed him to get the pinfall victory. With the current WWE champion saying he would love to face Goldberg, Big E could have his next feud set up. Both men were equally matched early on in the night as they fought, trying to get the upper hand. Balor caught Woods' attempt at a tornado DDT and hit the stomps. Woods hit the superplex for the near fall after a flurry of offense that left both men tired. Woods went for the elbow from the top rope, but Finn got his knees up. Balor hit the sling blade and the drop kick. He tried the coup de grace, but Woods moved away. He hit an enziguri and then a gutbuster. He went to the top rope for an elbow and hit it to become king. Xavier Woods defeated Finn Balor to become king of the ring. With a chance to reclaim the WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre took on the current title holder Big E for the belt. After locking up and failing to put each other down with shoulder tackles, the match finally got moving in McIntyre's favor. Still, Big E was able to assert his dominance and take control. Falling a belly-to-belly to the outside from McIntyre, the Chosen One took the action back in the ring and stayed on top of things. A big spine buster was used to put Big E down, but only for a 2 count. Big E was able to turn the tides with 3 belly-to-belly suplexes of his own, yet ended up taking 2 from McIntyre along with a neckbreaker. Later on, McIntyre would hit his signature DDT to no avail. Big E would return the favor, countering the Claymore into a powerbomb, then the stretch muffler submission. As McIntyre was able to get out of it, Big E would then hit his finisher, but only for a 2 count. McIntyre would hit a huge bulldog off the top rope, yet it would not be enough to put away Big E. McIntyre would go for the Claymore once again, but be dodged by the champion. Finally, McIntyre would hit his finishing move, yet E returned the favor by kicking out. After more back and forth action, Big E would hit his big ending for the second time to retain the WWE title. For the triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's title, the champion Becky Lynch defended against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Bianca was able to take out both opponents early, showing off her strength as she lifted up Banks like it was nothing. Becky would pull her out of the ring and take on Sasha in the ring. Sasha was able to lock in the Banks statement on Becky, which was broken up by Belair. Becky would be able to dominate, even pinning both Banks and Belair after hitting exploders. Becky and Sasha would each go for a submission on Bianca, which led to them going at it. Lynch would hit the manhandle slam on Sasha as the pin was broken up by Belair. Becky would hit a dive to both opponents on the outside with her rolling Bianca into the ring. Lynch was able to get both women in the disarmor to no avail. In the end, Becky would be hit by the KOD as Sasha looked to capitalize, pulling Belair out of the ring. Banks would be rolled up, with Becky grabbing the rope to pin her and retain the title. In the main event, Roman Reigns defended his Universal title against Brock Lesnar. After trading blows, the action would spill to the outside with Reigns keeping him at bay. Reigns would hit a huge dive on Brock to the outside that slowed down the action. Reigns would hit the spear, but only for a 2 count. Roman hit 2 Superman punches, but would be taken to Suplex City. Brock would hit the F5 for a 2 count. Another F5 would be countered into the guillotine, with Lesnar reversing into a spinebuster. Brock went for the F5, nailing the referee in the process. Roman would take advantage and hit another spear. Paul Heyman then, looking conflicted, tossed the title in the ring in the middle of Lesnar and Reigns, saying you know what to do with it. Brock would get a hold of the belt, but would be struck by the Usos. Reigns would use the title to hit Brock in the head as a new official came out to make the 3 count, with Roman Reigns retaining the Universal Championship. And this was your Crown Jewel pay-per-view report. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.